All right, you ready? You
Alright,
started whenever.
the record button has been pressed.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to episode 1 of RocketCast. We're gonna talk about Bethesda. The fuck? What's happening with Bethesda these days?
And some other topics, I guess.
Alright, well, hit me with it. What's going on? I know nothing about it. I'm going in blind.
Okay, well, I mean, the only thing I know is, Todd Howard, the guy who's like, I don't know, is he the spokesperson for Bethesda?
I think he's the gremlin that made Fallout 76.
Well, he's the gremlin that makes a lot of their stuff, right? He's
Yeah.
like kind of like a director or whatever.
Yeah.
I recently watched a video, but like a day or two ago. He finally did an interview, with this guy, and he talked about, some of the issues that
Finally.
people were talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm clearing my throat a lot.
Yeah,
but
as we've already pressed the record button, I'm right now turning the music volume all the way down so I can have my own. So don't worry about it.
I need to turn down. I need to turn down my music volume. That shit's so loud. But yeah, like I was saying though, from what I understand is, he didn't really address them. I mean, he stated that, oh yeah, we knew it wasn't like completed. That was the main thing.
Yeah.
He basically said he knew that the game wasn't finished.
And yet
He felt like,
released it.
yeah, he basically told the interview guys, like, it's not what the game is, it's what it will become. Like, and a lot of people got pissed about that because when you pay $60 for a game, you expect it to be the game.
Yeah, outright, like $60 for a game he knew was unfinished. And did
Yeah.
you hear about the shit that that originally went down? I know this is an older topic, but like people paid for they paid for like the premium edition for the game or some shit, and it was supposed to come with it was supposed to come with like a really nice fucking bag, and one of the helmets.
The canvas bag.
And they came with the fucking nylon bag. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just a
I saw
jank-ass
that.
bag. Shit was garbage.
Dude,
I almost bought that shit too. Is the wild thing. I'm so bad at this game.
the thing that gets me though is that, like, they knew all this, right?
Yeah.
And they ended up dropping the price, and that was the main thing that pissed people off, is because they knew it was an unfinished game, and they knew
dropped the price of the game now.
Oh no, that happened like the second it came out, like maybe a month, I think, after it fucking came out.
I played for
Like,
2 weeks and I gave up on it. I tried getting my refund and they told me no. It was like no.
Yeah, see, the thing was, after people started asking for refunds, right? The problem was somebody on Reddit posted about how to get your refund. Like, you can get a refund after a full 24 hours played, which that's a lot of time. So it's like you've got your fill of the game. You don't want it anymore, kind of deal. But after somebody found that out, they were just like, okay, let me post it on Reddit. They posted on Reddit, and what ended up happening was the people at Bethesda, they started getting like a shitload of calls apparently.
Yeah.
Now, this is all from, if you want to check this out, it's from, most of this I learned from, what's this, Internet Historian, I think? That was actually a really nice shot. Holy crap. Dude, I like flexed really hard. I want to watch that. Now, what happened was they got a shitload of calls, started back, and so they were just like, fuck it, cut it down, don't do it anymore. And so nobody gets the refunds anymore after that, and that's when the this guy's not playing. That's when the whole lawsuit thing started to happen. Because apparently, I don't know the whole facts about it. It's just the thing that gets me is how they just dropped the price shortly after, right? After releasing the game, because the people that bought it for the the price it was 60, they ended up getting screwed. It's like you buy a car, right? And you say you paid like $10,000 for the car, right? And then ends up, not but like a week later, after this brand new car comes out, it drops down like $10,000 in price, and you're like, what the fuck, man? I could have just waited. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
wild, dude. I don't know. Like I think the game that, or the part of the game that irritated me the most was like it was like you said, he knew it was unfinished, but it was like noticeably unfinished. Like there are games that came out that were like sort of unfinished and they got fixed within a few patches and whatnot. But like that game was broken. You couldn't even do the end fight without the entire game just crashing. It was ridiculous.
You remember back when we used to get on there and we used to do the nukes, and dude, you would always, as soon as the nuke went off, you would always lag out of the game.
Every single time.
Every single time.
And the stuff you're supposed to do, like the queen, whatever. I don't remember. It's been so long since I touched that game. But like, you're supposed to do it with a minimum of 16 people, and it was unbearable. Like unbearable to do because you'd lag out, and sometimes you couldn't even get back in the same server, so it was just gone.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Speaking of prices dropping, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Have you heard about what Tesla did? I think it was their Model S.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay. Oh, shut up. So, what happened was, oh my god. Okay, never mind, we're good. So what happened was, similar to how, oh wow, he actually saved it. I just drove off, I didn't really care. How Bethesda did their game, they dropped the price after, like, not even that long of it being up, right?
Yeah.
Ended up, same thing happened similar with Tesla. They released the Model S at a certain price, right? This is why I got into the subject of a car, right? Is because I knew it happened with Tesla and stuff, and people were pissed about it.
I'd be too. Them cars are fucking expensive.
Yeah, and so, like, a car, you are going to resell it. Like, you get a new car, you're going to sell your old, keeping it, right? Now, don't think of this as me bashing them, because I fucking love Tesla. Tesla's like that's the company I want to work at one day.
Yeah, it's like the meme of life.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Now, I do understand why people are pissed, though. Like, it's kind of bad. He promised a price point, right? I think it was like, an affordable electric car. That was the main thing, right? It had to be affordable. Ended up, it was 10,000 more than or maybe 5,000 more than he estimated. But the thing was, they had already knew they were going to do this, right? They knew they were going to get it down to the price they wanted, but cost of manufacturing, all this stuff, was a new company, like, it was going to be an inflated price. Like, there was no way around it. Like, but he did promise, I think it was 20,000, 30,000. I don't remember, but imagine that, but 5,000 more, 10,000 more, whatever it was, right? Yeah. Now, eventually the manufacturing company got up to speed. They were producing them enough to where it would saturate the market to lower the price. Now that's what happened, and it dropped down 10,000 more, 5,000 more, however much it was, and he got it down to the price he was wanting, right? That's what the whole goal was. He wanted to saturate the market after he came out with it. But when they first came out, there was a high demand he couldn't fill, so he had to up the price. After the price went down, obviously people are going to be pissed because the car they paid, 30,000, 25,000, however much they paid for it. I don't know what the price of the Tesla. I'm pretty sure it's like 35,000, or it was when they released it. And it was going to be like 4,000 is what he was trying to get it down to. And what ended up happening.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, once he saturated the market, the price came down on the Tesla, and a lot of people were pissed. Obviously, because now the car that they went to the market and bought, that was 35,000, is now 24,000 or 25,000, however much it was, right? And so they're thinking, well, their investment in a car is now lost. You know what I mean? Because when you buy a car, it's not just, a vehicle or a tool. It's an investment, a financial investment, right? Like, you're going to get your use out of it. Well, you just lost 10,000 of its use the second that price went down. And I can understand why a lot of people are mad, but it's to be expected. He promised a price, and I'm guessing he was going to get it there no matter what. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel bad for the people who lost their money on that investment, but at the same time, I'm like kind of happy he could get it to the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, either way though, it's like he gave out at least a good quality product that was finishing complete to his liking.
Yeah.
Unlike Tom Howard with the fucking Fallout 76. It's
yeah, but what a lot of people are doing. Oh Jesus, man! They both came at me. I think they ended up just trading in their Model S and getting a Model 3 instead. I could be mixing this up. It could be the Model 3, but I'm pretty sure it's the Model S. Like, I'm about 100. That was almost a sick-ass shot. Holy crap, Hefty. Also, do you mind if I cuss on this?
I don't give a shit.
Okay, alright. So like I was saying, though, I feel like it's a good thing. In my opinion, even though it sucks that a lot of people lost money, the lower the prices are on electric cars and the more surplus we have of it, it's just going to be good. That gets into global topics. I don't know if you want to go there or not.
Yeah, global warming topics, maybe in a different day.
Yeah, maybe in a different day when we have time for that, because it's of itself. Or video, should I say.
Oh, but speaking of cars, let's jump on the topic real quick. I heard a rumor going around. I haven't really looked into it to see if it was even true or not. But apparently, if you spend $10,000 in like keys for Rocket League, they'll send you an email and like sponsor you for life. They'll like paint out your card with like the Psyonix logo or the Rocket League logo or whatnot, and they'll sponsor you for life if you spend $10,000 in keys.
There's no way, dude. That would be insane.
That'd be cool. Shit, I'd spend that
Dude.
money on.
No. Maybe if I was like actually, dude. Mind if I plug myself?
Yo, Boom, go check him out. He does Dead by Daylight shit.
Hopefully he'll put me in the description. Just type in Yo Boom. I'll be the first person to pop up. You'll see me. Podcasts aren't really my thing. More of like playing Dead by Daylight and stuff like that.
Rocket League talking cast things. I don't know. We'll work on it.
Yeah,
we'll come prepared with topics. We were like, hey, or I was like, hey, let's do Rocket League podcast because I've got nothing else to upload and I want a video to go on my channel. And we did it within like 5 minutes. We were just like, all right, let's go ahead and do it. So we didn't come loaded with topics at all. We're just kind of talking on what's top of the head. You said something about college students, rockets.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, oh, that was almost close. Nice. All right. So like I was saying though about the the whole college students, they were the first college students to actually launch a rocket and enter space. The universal line in the atmosphere. I think it's in the atmosphere. I'm pretty sure the atmosphere is pretty big. So it's the universal line where we deem you're high enough to be considered in space, right?
Shit. Yeah.
And don't worry about it. And
we're not good at this game, by the way.
They were the first. Yeah, they were the first college students. Now I forget which university. I wanted to say Carolina, but it's South California. Now you can obviously check it out on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people that have already uploaded video on it. I mean, it's a pretty big thing in the engineering community and also, you know, aerospace community. Oh, Jesus. Don't do it. I got it. Nice. The main thing is, though, is that now that they've kind of done this, it might not seem... They're college students. They're studying for this. Yeah. But this actually is like a pretty big deal. You know what I mean? Like you have to get approved by the government. All of that. You know, you gotta have certifications. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm not an aerospace engineer, right?
Yeah.
But they basically have paved the way for other university students and the like to get certified by the government to launch an aircraft into space. So if you say you wanted to one day launch a rocket, you know, into space, there's now a protocol that the government has for you to follow, you know, to launch a rocket into space. Now, I wouldn't say that you specifically, just a random folk, can do that, because obviously the government's going to want to make sure you're not sent to space with weapons on it. That's the main thing I'm worried about. But if you're and you're like, well, I want to get into a club, and you have a club that is in, you know, some kind of oh jeez, man, I almost had that, into some kind of like deal the same as theirs, like, you know, building rockets, sending it into space, doing whatever.
Good job.
I'm sorry. y'all can actually do it now, and it's actually a really cool thing. If you haven't seen the video, I highly recommend it. It's about as cool as it can get. It's like, you know, you see SpaceX and NASA when they shoot their space, it feels the same, but and it's a really cool thing. You got that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, nice. I got it. Should be able to cut it. Oh, no problem. No problem. But yeah, I mean, I haven't even asked you what you think about it, Michael. Like,
being a college student launching a rocket, like, that's just dope in general.
yeah,
Like,
I was like,
it's
dude,
fucking
you should
badass
see
in
this.
general.
You're thinking like bottle rocket, right?
No,
They built
I'm
the-
thinking like rocket ship rocket. It's
oh
a
yeah,
fucking college.
oh yeah, dude, they make their own solid fuel formula. Oh Jesus.
You know, I couldn't even fathom being a college student doing that, or being a
Yeah.
college student in general. But,
Literally, I was watching the video. I quote this guy right here. This is the quote. She was like, "So y'all make y'all's own?" Because there's liquid propellant, and then there's solid fuel. He said they actually create it. They mix the chemicals themselves, I'm assuming, and they create it. They showed videos of them actually packing it into the rocket, right? And she's like, how, that must be amazing. And he's like, yeah, it's like having your own secret Krabby Patty formula.
What the fuck?
And that got me a little bit. I was like, this guy's the best. The guy she was interviewing, he was like the kind of like the leader of the club or whatever.
Yeah.
But
What do you think they had to go through just to be able to do that? Like there
Oh,
had to
dude.
have been a lot of steps to just
he
be
said
able to launch a
he
rocket.
said just with the government was a 5-year process. 5 years. And he said, they lose a lot of students, every year because, obviously some graduate and they go on. But I mean, just to be able to say you were a part of that's pretty crazy, man. Like, you should see what they just have in their actual lab and stuff. Dude, it's next level. They don't just have like, a couple of, I guess aerospace engineers. They have freaking they have all of the they got mechanical, I'm pretty sure. They've got electrical. Because he was talking about accelerometers and other stuff like that, and I was just like, well, that's definitely electrical engineering, I'm assuming. And it sure enough was. They showed it. Oh dang, Michael, you good?
I had no boost.
Oh damn, I didn't know. I was sitting there behind you, just like, yeah, he's got that. But yeah, I mean, dude, they have some crazy stuff. Like, at our college, we have like a pretty nice like electrical engineering lab, I would say, right? Like, we have all the stuff you need. We got all kinds of different measuring tools and soldering equipment and different kind of like, oh, nice save. Chips and whatnot that we can have. And it's all basically given to us, right?
Yeah.
For the most part. Like, some of it you'll probably have to pay for, but it's not like 25 cents, right? Like, when we took my soldering class, it was only, if you lost like a fucking resistor or something, like the micro, it was only like nice. It was only like 5 cents. Like, dude, they're the size. I don't even know how to put this in perspective, man. Like, think of like the end of an iPod earbuds, right? And that's about the size of them. They're small. They're like really tiny. Like, if you put them up next to a penny, they're about the width of it. But yeah, just to be a part of something like that would be amazing. I mean, in my opinion, that's probably one of the coolest things to happen.
What
this
with
year.
that rocket did they launch? They just launch in space, like
Oh,
satellite
so-
orbiting or anything?
Okay, yeah. So, they launched on there. It wasn't like a, actual giant rocket, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a metal. I think it was made mostly of carbon fiber and materials like that. But with it, they launched up, all their different, I'm measuring tools and whatnot. I don't even know what to call it there, and that's mainly he said dealing with like figuring out where it was when it was up in the air. Because a lot of they can't measure it. You know what I'm saying? They can't like have like they don't have a satellite out there that's like tracking it, and it's like, okay, well you got this many meters in the air. You know what I mean? Oh, that was close. And so, ooh, that was a pinch and a half.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another topic right now because, like I said, we didn't come loaded.
Oh yeah, I mean I got a couple more if you want to hear.
Yeah,
I do. I spend a lot of my time on YouTube. I got a lot of topics.
Yeah, I spend little to no time on YouTube.
So, are you into the? I only know all this stuff because Shelby asked me into it, and honestly, some of it is pretty interesting. Did you hear about the James Charles incident?
Oh my God! Let's spill this fucking tea, dude.
No, don't become that channel. No.
You're next, dude.
Shit.
Oh, actually, fuck the James Charles shit. Like that's cool and all, but let's talk Tfue. Did you know what's going on with Tfue?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. The whole contract deal.
Yeah.
That actually got me worried a little bit, cause like, dude, just think about that. 80%, right? 80% of what he fucking makes, man. A lot of people, you could take him.
They've come out and they said like contractually they can take that much, but they're not. He's getting a lot more than what he's acting like.
Yeah. Obviously, I think Banks said that they only have taken what 40,000 from him.
Yeah, it was a small amount compared to what he's made. Yeah.
But at the same time,
yeah, they could be like, yeah, well, we're taking it now. But they haven't. Yeah. I mean, the guys have been friends for fucking years. Banks has his name or some shit like tattooed on him? Like, come on now.
Yeah. But I mean, dude, you gotta be worried. At the end of the day, he isn't the company. You know what I mean? The company is its own thing.
The company is its own thing. But the real question is, why do you start stressing about it? Like, what happened? That's something he's not throwing out there.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot being put out there, you know. First off,
me personally, from what I'm seeing, is I think he's just making a lot of money doing what he's doing right now, and he doesn't want to be tied down to a contract. And I think he's approaching it wrong at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, let's thread the needle with that. Yeah, but I mean, dude, at the same time, like, change the contract. I'm assuming he asked or something, right? Like,
probably did. And what probably happened was they were like, yeah, well, you're one of the bigger guys. We're not going to mess with you. Like, we're really good buddies. This is for, like, the newer guys who come in. This is what they get until they move up.
Yeah.
And he was just like, no, I don't like that because you could still do that to me. Like, maybe if they had signed, like, some other kind of contract, but then they'd have to, change the contract for everyone. And
like, at the end of the day, dude, you can only trust. Like, he could say he's his friend all day, all night. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
I think the man got a tattoo of his name on the man. Like,
I know that's actually like a huge deal. I get anybody's name tattooed. So I mean, it's a pretty big deal. At the same time, dude, you gotta think that's at any moment something happens, it's over his head. And if he doesn't have the money, dude, that's bad. Because I mean, like, I don't know if you make millions and millions and millions, you're not gonna spend it. Yeah, right. All right. So.
Yeah, and isn't he under some like California like act or some shit like that? Helps
creative talent or something like that. The Creative Talent Act or something like that. So he's good. He should be able to, get out of this, fix it up, and hopefully there'll be some actual really good laws in place, so people who are coming up like him, can get, some kind of like understanding and decent fucking contracts.
But personally, like, okay, here's the thing. Like, I get the young talents are coming up there, they're signing contracts that they shouldn't and whatnot. But I think legally, a lawyer should be with them and discuss it, because a contract isn't something you don't just back out of a contract. That's what the contract is for. I think you should be smart about it. Like most of the time they just and there goes my Rocket League again.
All right.
Well, we're gonna finish this on a dark screen real quick because I know Alex wants to tie it up. But my view on it is me personally. I don't think it should just be the parents that should be there to help their kids sign a
Obviously,
contract.
yeah.
There should be a lawyer involved legally. Just legally,
Yeah.
there should be a lawyer involved. Because, like, you see, people coming out all the time. I know Matt Pat had, like, issues with his contract, people stealing money and stuff like that. And he didn't go through with the lawyer then either, I don't believe. I don't remember. It's been a minute. It's just stuff like that. People should have a little bit more sense into thinking into.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Alright.
Well, this one was definitely probably a short one. No good gameplay. All mediocre. It's all going to be mediocre gameplay. That's something to get used to. We'll come loaded with topics next time. Maybe have a little bit longer of a session. Other than that, though, that's it. Go check Yo-Yo Boom out on his channel. We got a community we're trying to get together right now for Discord and whatnot. We'll get more involved with that and engaging with that once the time comes to drop it, because we're kind of working out the kinks and whatnot. But yeah, so me and Yo-Yo Boom and Knobnard, which I'll also drop a link to his channel as well. Haven't heard from him or seen him yet, but why not?
Yeah.
That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Let's go. Let's go.